Hi guys, Ian here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at this Allan Holdsworth whole tone string skipping lick. As you may know, Allan recently passed away, and it was just a very devastating piece of news to see. Allan was one of my favorite guitar players, probably my favorite of all time, and really a true guitar hero. And I figured to honor Allan and as a tribute, I would do some Allan Holdsworth themed lessons. And I'm going to be starting with this one. So this kind of idea he uses a lot in his playing. If you watch any of his live footage or listen to any of his albums, you'll hear this kind of lick pop up where he's skipping strings and doing this sort of legato run. And he uses his pinky heavily a lot in his playing too to add slides and embellishments that really give off a sort of horn-like vibe, very fluid, very legato sound. So there's a lot of variations he does based on this lick and concept. So my suggestion would be learn this and then go listen and watch all of his music, his performances, and you'll hear this come up and then figure out how he's changing up or playing it. There are some of his variations that I tried to figure out, and they're just so difficult to play. I can't execute them at the speed that he can, and they're just beyond me that I didn't transcribe those. I started with this one. So I'm going to try to do a couple licks that I'll be able to break down and we can all play and that are manageable. This one is going to be starting on the 5th fret A string, and we're going to hammer on from 5 to 7 and 9. So, and then after that, what we have is a string skip to the G string, and we're going to do the same thing. And then we're going to slide up to the 11th fret like this. Now the tricky part is you're going to go back down with your pinky. You're going to slide back down and then you're going to pull off from 7 and then from 7 to 5. So it'll sound like this. That may seem odd at first, but if you think about it, and I think this is my theory of why he did this, was that it saved him from having to pick an extra string. So if you wanted to grab that F sharp, instead of sliding, you could do it like this. But that just breaks up the fluidity of the lick, and it also just adds an extra element that's hard to execute. So if you do it with the slide, it's more legato and you can play it more quickly. I mean, if we just isolated that alone, you could do something like, and you're already building a lot more speed than if you were to play it by picking the F sharp on the B string. So that's the basic first shape, and we're just going to be moving that up in whole steps, being that this is a whole tone kind of lick. So we have that part, and then the next part is also a bit tricky. You're going to be sliding with your index fingers. So if I play the first part again, we're going to slide up from 5 to 6 to 7 like this. So it's a fluid slide, it's in time with our index. So each note needs to have some definition. And my advice to practice that, since it's a little strange at first and kind of tricky, would be to do just isolate and play it like that over and over. So it's not just a quick slide up, it's a fluid slide in time. But once you get it under your fingers, you realize that you can play things a lot more fluidly and quickly now, rather than having to pick those three or do some other kind of awkward transition. And if you watch Holdsworth when he was playing live, that's why sometimes his hand almost looks like it's like floating in a way, because he's doing these very fluid slides and he's playing multiple notes with his index finger or his pinky or something, and it's a very legato sound. It's kind of part of his signature way of playing. So when we slide up, that sets us up for the next shape. So once again, starting from the beginning. So we're just going to repeat what we did on the 5th fret up a whole step. And then we're going to slide up again with our index finger to the next shape. And then slide up to the 15th fret to end it. So if I do the whole thing slowly, it's going to sound like this. And you could do that for as long as you want. So if you're playing over like a dominant 7th chord or a dominant 7th altered chord, you can do this lick starting from really anywhere in that whole tone scale and just keep moving it up or moving it down in whole steps. So one more time, the lick in its entirety. Okay, so that's the lick. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to check out the tab and notation in the description section of the video. It's free. There's no payment or anything. It should take you to a Dropbox link, and there will be a PDF that you can view there, and you can download if you want. And if you have any questions about this comment or this lick, please comment below or feel free to message me too. And if you enjoy these videos, guys, please subscribe and give me a like. I really appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.